mixed with parasites, and not parasites, but with
Parasites.
parasite. That's not what I meant with what do we call it?
I'm making a video.
Herbicide. When it's not
Okay.
mixed with herbicide.
Is it good?
I get those two mixed up all the time too. Yeah. Back in the ER, I'd say, "I'm sorry, sir, you have a herbicide." In your colon.
Shut up! Wait a minute.
I hate it when that happens.
I know.
I've got a point. It's going to take me a minute to get to the logical conclusion.
Logical conclusion.
Okay, but they add chemicals to pot to enhance it and stuff. But in its true form,
I
pot,
usually add like
I studied this in
Vanish.
respiratory medicine. Believe it or not, I studied pot in respiratory medicine. One of our teachers was
When
a little
I add
weird.
chemicals to pot, I
And
add
it is
Vanish
a
or
pure
Lysol.
bronchodilator. It is good for the blood pressure. It lowers blood pressure. It's good for your eyes. Pot is actually very healthy.
But
I've got that.
Herbicides in the
And now I've got that on tape.
What is it that kills parasites?
pot.
Where's your nipple? Right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
baby.
You know, you have to be careful.
And
Insecticides. Without
antiparasitic.
and
Antiparasitic.
insecticides.
It kills sex. You talking about my ex-wife now?
Insecticides and the herbicides. Without you remove all that chemical shit. Pot in its purest form is actually beneficial to man.
But there's one point you forgot.
And
It's fucking illegal.
unless that plane is
You know
on
why?
fire,
Because they
you ain't gonna get
cannot-
me to jump with no parasites.
Because you cannot legalize pot because you can't tax it because it's so easily grown that they cannot control it. If they cannot control it, they cannot tax it. If they cannot tax it, they cannot make it legal.
So it's a government conspiracy.
Exactly.
I see.
Okay, now the fabulous furry freak brothers have done with their presentation.
It's so true. And she's so filming me. And if I
We were having a
am
discussion.
going to be on Obama's
Okay,
list.
You're gonna be on YouTube, honey.
For what?
Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. Are you familiar with them?
No.
Oh, Bob.
Bob, how old are
Pot till he
you?
was 40.
Oh, Jesus.
But you want to hear my favorite, potentially apocryphal beer story?
All right. An apocryphal.
Potentially
Apocryphal beer
apocryphal.
story.
That's got
But
to be
it's so good.
Say that 3 times real fast.
That.
Potentially apocryphal.
It's so good, it almost has to be true. And I've tried to research it, and I can't really come up with this exact story, but I can come up with bits and pieces.
There's a plane again.
Point this way. Okay.
Somewhere.
So
There it is.
It's about the 11th century in Germany.
All right.
And the German monks are attempting to create a nutritional drink for when they have their fasting periods, religious fasts.
Right.
So they can't eat, but they can drink. So they decided that maybe if they could boil some kind of a soup from grain, and the fermentation, the alcohol was just kind of a happy coincidence along the way.
Surprise.
And so the whatever one calls him, the head monk at the monastery, started worrying.
President Monk.
Yeah, well, that perhaps these monks were having just a little bit too much fun during their fasting periods. So he sent several barrels of this brew to Rome to ask the Pope if it was sinful. And so, of course, several months later, this brew arrives in Rome.
Not to be confused with months.
Yes. Arrives in Rome, and of course the Pope and several cardinals sample it. You know, and of course they've been wine drinkers all their lives. They think this is the vilest, rottenest, most bitter thing they've ever tasted in their lives. And so the Pope sent word back that as bad as this tastes, it can't possibly be sinful.
Wow. Darn good.
And I don't care if it's true or not, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thus spake the
He told me it
Zigster.
was the truth, and he told me Vietnam.
Domino Nabisco. Jesse's got the dominoes. Let's all frisk him.
Bingo.